Mm. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Um, yeah, it's been 2 weeks since our last update of the storytelling of my 32 plus years. We left off when I was in Form 2 high school. Um, I just uh, I was ill for some time, got back to school, performed well, even though I was in for 2 months approximately. And that's the year that now we start from there. That's the year we chose the subjects that will hold our future in their hands, literally. I did all sciences. That is, I did the compulsory subject, which was maths, English, Kiswahili, and those are the common ones. Then chemistry also was compulsory in our school, and biology. So we were choosing between physics and theory. I'm not a crammer. Most students chose theory because they say it was a booster and it was easier for them. For me, I was opting because I had what I was going to do in the future, that is either architecture or graphic design, something technical. So theory will not help me. I was not going to do theology or law. Um, so I chose physics. Between physics and theory, I chose physics. And then between history and geography, geography was on my lane because of the drawing. I loved drawing and still do. But it's been a while since I sketched freehand. Um, so geography, history for me was, I always had like, oh, learning about people who are in the past who died. Uh, Funny. Right now, I'm more interested in knowing the Greek the Greek mythology and some of the history or all, because it's a learning experience to know where things came from and how we developed from that. So I did geography. Um, then I between business education and agriculture, I did agriculture because I chose agriculture simply because um, it taught me about plants. That is what we eat. Besides that, um, hi Fan, welcome. And the other plant is about machinery and the engine. That girl of not that girl. I'm not a makeup girl. Hi, MK, welcome. I'm not a makeup girl, so I am drawn to machinery and the technical parts. So I chose agriculture instead of business because to me, business was something you can learn on the job. But hey, it helps some people. And wished I wished and hoped our education system would have taught us about taxing and how to file our taxes. But right now we're hearing there's a proposal for that. So those kids are going to have it a nice, smooth life. Other than that, we learned it with adulting at the same time. So yeah. So those were the subjects I chose. I love technical, something that I can observe and learn from it was much easier than something that I can cram or read in volumes and volumes of books. And I know some people also chose different for that direction because maybe they wanted to be in, they wanted to be, uh, most of them did law after we finished Form 4. So I think that helped them. Um, Then I when we that was back in 2016. Oh, 2007. Yeah, 2007. 2008. I joined Form 3, and I also joined drama. I did choral verse. I was very outspoken, and it helped me with my confidence on stage, and I think it's going to help me right now as I do my music. Um, that was very uneventful, except we went to a long trip for 4 days, 4 days trip. We went to Nakuru, where the flamingos are. Um, then we went to the plant for what's this Kengen, for making electricity using geothermal energy, and we learned about that. Then spent time around that area. Then um we went to a place called Baringo, also flamingos. Flamingos go there to raise their kids. It's somewhere, it's along the Rift Valley. It's a nice place. You'll find springs, hot springs mostly. And there's also an irrigation scheme that they do plants for exports mostly. That is papaya or papai. We call it popo or papaya. It makes wine. I hear some places they do make alcohol with it. Yeah, we spent time on that, then came back to school and continued. Other than that, Form 3, even though my mom noticed that my rebellion stage had come in, we had the drama. We performed very well. I did choral verse. That is a group of people doing an educational set uh, for many various society issues. As we were doing about gender-based violence, and actually we were second runners up. We were to go to national, then an incident happened. The incident is our school didn't have a school bus, so we had a public matatu or bus, but here in Kenya we call it matatu, to ferry us to a school near Kajiado. It was Nonkopir, that's in Masai. Nonkopir Girls High School. That's where we did our district. That back then, before we had devolution, we did district, then provincial, then national. So that's where we did a district, and then from our district, the provincial was like from the province. We didn't have provincial mostly. We'll just go straight to, if your set didn't have competition from provincial, you'll be given a free ticket to the national. So on our way back, the tout of the public means had bought alcohol, and I took a sip. I didn't know, okay, I had started drinking when I was very, very young. So that sip didn't make me haggard or drunk. But some people had already started the rumor that I was super drunk. I had drunk a whole bottle and I just took a sip. Then on reaching school, I had those rumors already, and I knew this is not going to end well. So I reported myself before anyone could do that. And mind you, I was still the dorm's assistant captain. So people wanted me, the students wanted me to be demoted from that. Sorry to say, I wasn't demoted, but I was suspended for a few days. That year, the Easter holiday fell during school time, so people are not released to go home. But now, because I was suspended, I went home, and I gave excuses to my neighbors that I came home because I was the YCS assistant chair lady, the Catholic Association. I was the assistant chair lady, so I was given like a waiver to go home and celebrate with my family, which is a lie. So after the suspension, went back, and we were given punishment. The punishment was to uproot acacia trees, 5 stumps, and those trees really, their roots run deep. They are not level roots. So if you're given a stump that is old, and you're told to remove even the roots, to uproot that stump, the whole of it, with only what's a hoe, we call it jembe. We had blisters by the end of that week. It took us like a week, but for me, I just did it for 3 days and I was allowed back to class. So that was Form 3. Then after Form 3, it was issues here and there, but my mom understood. I was also having difficulties understanding myself, and that's the age you understand yourself uh, as a person, be it sexually, be it emotional, be it mentally. And my mental space wasn't there yet because I was still having issues with my identity since my parents have separated, and the push and pull between the two, I was actually in the middle, which was not isn't and wasn't a fun place to be, because this parent says this one thing, the other parent says a different thing, and you're the one who's trying to see what's the middle part, what's the equilibrium part. After that, Form 3 went there, did schooling, that punishment. Then reaching Form 4, I was index number, I was actually in the top students. I was index number, what was it? I think number 20 something. Yeah. Yeah, because per class we had no, per class we had how many students? 30 students. No. Because total 83 students. Yeah, 83 Form 4s. I was around there, 20s, around there. We did our mock. We went to see the set books. That's the only trip we went in Form 4, to go and see the set books that we were to be examined on for literature in Kenya, no, National Theatre. There we met different schools from Tala, from Nanyuki, from those places are in Kenya. Then did my Form 4 KCSE exam. That's the final exam here in Kenya, and also registered for my identity card. Got it. Yeah, that was my Form 4. But during our exams, we had issues of people having cheating. It's called what? Amwakenya. We call it Amwakenya for exam. So they already have the exam papers that we're supposed to sit. We're supposed to be a secret for the whole country, but someone had sneaked that paper, but we kept it hush hush, and we resolved that issue. We didn't want her to be expelled and do the exam while she was a day scholar. Instead, do it while in school. Oh, I got a C plus. That was not bad. When going home after Form 4, I think that's when our two heads were crushing each other with my mom. She's a firstborn, I'm a firstborn, and we are all known to be stubborn, and firstborns also like to be in charge. So she, also that time I'm young, I'm trying to see that I am making it in life. But yeah, it was an issue, and we actually fought, like combat fought. We fought because she told me to cook something, and I had said I'll not cook it because they complained I don't cook it well. So when I said the house help that was there, she told me to cook it. I said no, because you guys complain about my cooking. Why should I cook and then sit here and listen to your complaints? I'm not going to cook it. Then my mom heard about it. Then she told me, you're not leaving this house. You either go to your parent, your dad's house. And then I was like, just because I said no to cooking, I started packing my bags to leave. She stopped me, locked me in the house. Then I was like, you told me to leave. Now you're asking me, what am I doing? I should go. Then we fought. Then we were both exhausted, sitting down, crying. Um, that's when I realized I was suffering from depression and I didn't know how to express about it. And she was also going through her own depression and her own issues. And she didn't know how to express it so that we can have an understanding between each other. We sat down, we cried about it, and then from then on, we started saying, we opened up, we talked about it, and we told each other not to close it up and be open to each other. And whenever something is bothering us, we should talk about it instead of making it to stack up and then blow up at the last minute. What I've learned through the years is, yes, sometimes you're afraid to speak about what you're going through. And sometimes it wins when we just put it inside our hearts and it hurts a lot and we cannot let it go. I've learned when I speak, I talk about it often, and it has helped. For me, it has helped. Maybe for you, it will help you maybe get a counselor. I have tried that in my previous episodes. I've talked about what I went through and getting help from a counselor because I was numb. I was numb and I was not able to speak for some time, for a couple of like 9 months. And that was when I was 9 years old. And starting to break down walls might be difficult, and it might be stressful to find somebody to open up with. You can make your own journals, speak to yourself. I do that a lot, as having my own meetings in my head. The last episode, somebody told me I'm talking to myself. I might be talking to myself, but the message will reach to somebody in a different time, not when I'm recording. And it does help. I've had people telling me that they have heard about my story and they are surprised about what I've gone through and how I can be able to speak about it and also sometimes make a laugh out of it. It's good. If you talk it, you if you talk over it, you give it less power. So I've seen somebody who asked me about how they're watching as they're crying. I'm sorry about that, to hear about that. But yeah, we are here. You can talk it out. If it's something that you want to share, you can share. I'm here. So I did Form 4, got my results. And then my mom asked me what I wanted to do. Since I had already set my mind, it's either I'm doing something in graphic design or I'm doing architecture. She said, okay, say less. Um, Between that time, between my final exam and before I joined college, I got a job tutoring students who are in high school and primary school. So I was working. And for firstborns, Some of us are not taken to driving school. We take ourselves. Uh, so that time I was working, I actually worked before joining high school. I had money. College, I had money. So at least it had a smooth railing from there. Yeah, finished my, not yet teenage, because teenage teenage life ends at 19. Even though you're an adult, you're still a teenager. uh, you might have your identity card, but still it has a teenager at the end of it. A teen, 19, 18, you're still a teenager. But now I've entered adulthood, and that comes also with different issues and how I've tackled them. That's when I started officially dating. Yeah, I had a boyfriend in high school, but no, we didn't do anything. He just hugged, and I was that strict about it. I protected my virginity until I was ready, and I'll tell you about that in now the early adulting. Um, I most of my friends also, we actually, most of us broke our virginity at the same time in our 20s. So yeah, we protected it and as long as we could, and most of us gave it to the right person that we we trusted to break our virginity. So yeah, that's my high school life has ended there. I'll answer some of the questions and the points that are given and give a shout out to those who have joined us. Um, Thank you so much. Today there's a lot of comments. I like that. I'll start with Fan. Hi, Fan in the spotlight. Hi, welcome. MK, hi. Giraj, I'll look for the translation. Uh, MK Ben, nice to see you. Same here. Welcome. If you want to follow up, the story starts from chapter 1. Now we're in chapter 4. Yeah. Um, what do you think about Tomorrow Bank Nifty Premium? Okay, that's a advertisement. I have no idea which bank is that. Dinesh, hello. 0 day at fall for you even without gravity. Oh, that's a line. Wow. Thank you. Uh, Dinesh, hello, baby. Hi. MK, can I get a shout out? It's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That today I'm not singing, but that was for you, MK. Sandy, please translate. I only speak English or Kiswahili. If we can go more, Kikuyu. Steve, yes or no? For what? Innocent model monkey. Yeah, I'll say all your comments, whatever you're writing, I'll shout them out. Thief, you're kinda cute, but you don't speak English well. I do. It's only that I have a lot of things to say and they're jumbled in my mind. I've not written down the script. I'm just saying it out of the experience I had. Innocent. Yeah, you may call me that. I'm not an animal. Kim, hi. Kim Deyun. Too drippy. Want to mod me for your chat? Maybe later on. We'll talk about it later on. Cash Sunil, Winfred White, hanky face, full cover. Okay. Hello, Erin. Hi, gal. To drip want to mod. Okay, you've asked me that. We'll talk about it later. If you call, Oh, thank you so much. Somebody noticed that. Now, if you call somebody monkey, I'm not going to rile up. That's your opinion and that's your problem, not mine. I'm a person, I'm a human being. And if that's your view of people, I pity you. I really do. Plays mine. Hi. Ellie, thank you. Mm, Dreamer Hook, you're pretty. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. And beauty lies in the eyes of a beholder. If you're calling me monkey, that's it's funny. Yeah, I just laugh at that because now if you're calling somebody monkey, do you see fur on me? That's a good question to ask. Other I'm not on my fours. Yeah. And I can speak and you can hear me, and yet you're here to listen to me. I'll not rant on you, but I feel sorry for you. Uh the internet, yeah, I know. And I take a risk to express about my life. The comments don't bother me that much because I know who I am and I know who what I am and who I am. And if I didn't have thick skin, that would have bothered me, but nah, I'm just a happy person. Uh Thank you guys for the support. I can see there's Ellie and Kabir. Thank you so much. Romez, are talking or are you mumbling? I'm talking. I'm talking about my life experiences and the lessons I've learned. My voice is very. I'll fix that in the next time so that you can understand me well. Uh, Lara, hi. Brian, well, I'm from Kenya, Nairobi. I'm not depressed anymore, but I'm talking about my past experience and how I sought myself or helped myself out of it. We were from a toxic environment growing up, and how it affected us sometimes, and how we decided to come out of it. Okay. You're crying. I'm sorry to hear that. Please look for somebody. I'm here if you want to talk to, and you can also find a friend, a close friend you can talk to, and who have a hearing ear that who can help you and assist you in these trying times. Okay, Tala. Wow. No, I'm not monkey. My name is Winfred or Wincat. If you cannot address me like as such, if yeah, there's a saying if you cannot say something nice, don't say anything at all. So if you just decided to type that, thank you for giving me those minutes and views. Until next time, Tuesdays every day. Thank you. Bye.